Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and we have another patch review. That's right, another patch review. So this is the patch for whatever day today is. It's the 19th of January 2016, also known as patch 1.4.52, the January 19th patch. So what's going on? Well, there's a couple things that are new in this patch, which we'll get into. Secondly, obviously being the map, or lastly the map. Firstly, new mechs. So first new mech that is available is the new Warhammer mech. Now the Warhammer is just one of those mechs. We're going to bring over some information here for you. Boom, boom. This guy right here, brand spanking new. You can buy them for money still. You don't get any pre-orders or anything like that. What overall here are the three variants, what they come with, and all that stuff. The BW is the Black Widow. That's the history, the hero mech version. It is new. It is out today. If you have one, why the fuck are you watching my video? I don't have one. I haven't had time yet. But we're going to get one. But yeah, so there's standard, there is the Champion, or the Warhammer Special Edition, and then boom, the Black Widow, the Hero Mech. So that is that. Now the second thing that's also been added in the recent patch is a new name change. Boom, rare, name change. So what you do is you log in. Once you logged in, you brought this screen, usually this screen right here. Shows your mechs here at the bottom. And there's my two new mechs. Or hey, my last three new mechs. Nice. Okay. And get all your stuff. Now, where you go to actually reset your name is you go to name. Rare, boom, name. Rare. What's your new pilot name? Retype in your new pilot name and hit change pilot name. Boom, there you go. First one is free. Any subsequent change after that, 4,500 MC. There you go. Done. Here is the catch-22 with that. So when you give yourself a new pilot name, you actually, we're going to bring it up right here, create a new folder here. So it would be something along the lines of Purple Monkey Dishwasher. That's my new name. Now, catch-22 is this player, this one here, the Average Gamer, my current game tag, will still stay on my computer. This one will not. So this is my new one, right? So this would have been, Purple Monkey Dishwasher, boom. Let's just delete that because I don't want to change it by accident. And then what will happen is, Purple Monkey Dishwasher will show up here. What you then do, because all your weapons and everything are going to be different for all your weapons, over all your mechs and all that stuff. What you do is go into your old account, copy all the old folders, go into this one, right click, paste. It'll say, do you want to go over current ones and all that stuff, and you click yes. What happens is action maps, weapon groups, attributes, and profiles. You want all of those copied over, because what that's going to do is that's going to basically give you the ability to use all your shortcut keys, all your key bindings that you modified and changed, weapon groups for all your mechs, all that stuff is going to be remapped to basically whatever the game decided. What else came out? Well, recently they've added breakable trees to the Viridian Bog in quick play, and the Emerald Taiga in the faction play. Speaking of new stuff, bam, new map. This is the new Polar Highlands. So the Polar Highlands, basically to kind of give people a heads up on it. It was remote-based, situated in a remote planet in a remote system. It's been locked in perpetual winter since it was established. Founded originally as a purely research-based facility, the majority of useful research opportunities were exhausted within the first decade or so. So there is what it turned into, which is a research facility, or sorry, a communications relay. Basically, they found little to do when people were here, basically to reflect all on themselves and all that stuff. You can read a lot about the new stuff on this new little play area here in a little quick little read up that they put on here. One thing I'd like to say, if you stand right about here, I think it's right about here. Yeah, right about here. And look this way. Oh, no. Right about here. No, wait, no, I'm in the wrong spot. I gotta stand on, I think, this spot over here. I call this a nice little Easter egg. Move up. Does that not look like the shield generator from the Battle of Hoth? Close. I'm just in a bad angle on it. But yeah. This is the map I'm nicknaming Hoth. Fuck anything else. It's Hoth. This is so Hoth, it's not funny. So, welcome to Hoth, the new map. Basically, it has new rules associated with it when it comes to day, night, and all that stuff, dawn, and all that stuff. So, overall, when you drop, you have a 50% chance of it being day, a 20% chance of it being dusk, 10% chance of it being dawn, and 10% chance of it being night. So, if you have any of those, what's going to happen is, basically, every one of those options there is roughly a 6-hour quote-unquote duration, meaning that basically it's every little while they swap, basically. So basically they're crushing 6 hours of that section of the day into 15 minutes. So basically every match takes up one of those technical possible slots. So out of 100 matches, 50 should theoretically be day, 20 dusk, 20 dawn, and 10 night. Now, one of the good things is, obviously, as you can with some of these recent maps, if it's a private match, you can set it to whatever fucking time you want, which is a bonus. You'll also notice lasers and stuff like that. You can't really see it in my view here, I don't think. Hold on, let me try and... you can see it a little bit. They have redone the... basically the lasers, basically. What happens is the further out they go, the smaller they get, and they actually now disappear. Which is, in my eyes, really fucking good, because they're more realistic. The usual 3 drop zones per team, and of course there is the new mech. So the new mech for this map, or for this game I should say, is the Warhammer. The Warhammer. So it's called, basically it's a mobile mech, quote-unquote, with enough firepower to destroy or severely damage any mech of its same class or lower. Basically, when the final battle mech itself rolled off the industry assembly line, basically they basically dinged it the best mech available. Right now it's available for MC, or available cash only, meaning that you have to obviously spend money to get it right now. It'll be available for MC come April 5th, and then in May, on around the 3rd, it will be then available for C-bills. Let's go on top of one of these research buildings here. And I'm just going to read some more of the little chat things, or the little things here. So there is the new, as I mentioned earlier, the pilot change thing. It shows how to obviously change things up. There's new cockpit items, so there's now the Black Widow hanging item, the Black Phoenix hanging item, mounted item, and standing item. There's new badges. There's the Bludgeon and the Widowmaker. Overall gameplay, so they reduced the cooldown for Inner Sphere and Clan Gauss now as well. They initially were 5.5, but now, thank God, they're now reduced to 5 from 4. So it doesn't hurt as much. Laser beams, as I said, as well, taper off when they approach their maximum effective range, and beyond that, you just don't see them anymore. Some improvements they made to the weapon group hug this down here. So, for example, when it's let's get me in here. So I have right now arm lock on. I can look at any way or whatever. What happens now is you can see the medium pulse, which I'm going to put in group 2 so you can see it here, are in my center torso, which you can't really see all that great. So right now, you'll see they're pointing into the ground. But large pulse are firing at that building. So it's telling me it's green. Green means it is optimal. So basically green is the optimal range that you can engage someone pretty much within that specific range or less, basically, is what it is. Yellow, as you can see, with the medium pulse there in them now, I mean, it's still within effective range. I can still theoretically damage someone, but it's kind of stupid, which it was still at the same time. And then black means it's out of range. So what thing that I've been saying is they need to set up this middle thing here with this arm thing so that the two of them show differently. So for example, right now, my arms are facing this building here, and my medium pulse are going out straight into infinity. Before it went, whatever this little circle thing is where everything pretty much thought it was pointing. It would tell you if it's within range or not. Or sorry, wherever this was, it would tell you if you're in range or not. It was kind of stupid. And it bugged out now and then. Sometimes it told you the right information, sometimes it didn't. But overall, now, if torso weapons are separate than the arm weapons, which in this case, on this mech they are, it tells you right there that the medium pulse are black, you're out of range. The medium, or the large pulse, are in range at 402 meters. Shoot. So that is pretty good. So now basically they now go by, so if it's only a torso weapon, it goes now by whatever this is. If it's arm weapon, it only goes by what this is. Before, they both kind of went, I can't remember which, I think they both went with whatever this was, which was fucking stupid. Couple new mechs are available. So the Jenner 2C is now available for MC. It's 2,700 for the C, for the regular C variant. For the Jenner 2C2, it's 2,700 as well. For the C3, it's 2,600, and then for the CA, it is 2,600. The Black Knight is now available for C-bills. So the Black Knight 6 is available for basically 6.9 million. The 6B is available for 7.4 million. The 7 is available for 6.5, and then the 7L is available for 6.3 million. A couple changes. So they did some fixes and some changes, obviously. So on Alpine Peaks, they fixed an area. They fixed some rendering issues around some sections of the map, as well as Boreal Vault. Caustic Valley, they fixed some issues with some rocks. Crimson Strait as well, some issues with ground texture. Emerald Taiga. Now all 6,000 trees on the map are now officially breakable. They fixed a whole bunch of issues with the Emerald Taiga as well. Forest Colony, they fixed some issues where mechs can get stuck for no apparent reason whatsoever. They also fixed an issue where in one of the areas, the water VFX and FXX wouldn't, it was kind of all wonky with one of the islands. Pretty good. Grim Portico, they've now obstructed the way for out of bounds in one of the areas. I think it's B7. So that's pretty good. There's an invisible wall in D4 in Grim Portico as well. They fixed that. They fixed an issue with Hellborn Springs where the Omega generator in D2 was clipping into the ground. So you had to sometimes, it would bug out a little bit. Hellborn Springs, there were some issues with levitating grass they fixed. Mining Collective, also some issues where mechs could, float either above the ground, through the ground, or just get stuck. Yeah. There's an issue with levitating trees and a few other things where mechs get stuck in River City they fixed. Sulphus Rift, same thing. Levitating stuff. And issues where people could see through the map. That's all been fixed up. Terra Therma. They moved some of the mech wreckage that was causing some issues with mechs. Viridian Bog, as I said earlier, small, medium, and root branches are now available to be broken. They fixed an area. Sorry about that. In the Viridian Bog as well, there's an issue with an area that mechs could jump out of bounds. They fixed that. And they also fixed an issue with some ramps in Vitric Forge. Overall, mech fixes. The Hellbringer, all the variants. They had an issue with the Phoenix Warhorn. That's fixed. Hunchback IIC, all variants. The hitboxes have been adjusted. A portion of the right arm and left torso, above and around the shoulder, they're now shifted properly to the right and left arm hitboxes as well. The 2C all variants as well, the torso pitch angle has been increased from 20 to 25%, so you can actually look down and up an extra 5 degrees, which is pretty good. And then there was just a little stupid issue. MechLab overall fixes. Fixed an issue where structure upgrades were not displayed properly in the correct tonnage. So some mechs, for example, you'd change something up and it wouldn't show the proper tonnage, so it'd say, like I've noticed I've done a couple changes and I'd take stuff off and then put things right back on, and it would come in and say I'm 1 ton short. It's like, well, where'd that ton go? They fixed all that. They fixed an issue with Clan XL engines requiring 3 critical slots on either side of the they fixed an issue where Clan engines require 3 critical slots. Sorry, I'm yawning. 3 critical slots on each side of the torso instead of 2. They also fixed an issue where filtering colors for owned camo would generate duplicate colors. Basically, when you went into the slide, it would show everything twice. And then fixed an issue where when you filter the colors as well through the camo select screen, it would cause rows of colors that just you couldn't understand what the hell they were. Overall fixes: they fixed an issue where equipping the C-Bill medallion hang on would cause issues with the Warhorn. Yeah, so if you hung it, it fucked up the Warhorn for some reason. Don't know why. They fixed an issue with the pressure chamber Warhorn. It was flickering for some people. They fixed that. They added the ability to change the screenshot binding. Originally, and right now for me, it's print screen. And last but not least, they perform the performance issues on targeting information and improvement for lasers. So overall, lots of changes, lots of little tweaks and modifications. What we're going to do now is we're specifically going to get into the new map. So it's been 15 minutes on the patch. So now we're going to spend 15 minutes. I want to see who can jump them highest. I could take you higher. You can jump 44. You can't jump tall. 37 is the max you can jump. 52. Okay, here we go. So theoretically, the this one can jump. Equipment. What we're gonna do? We're dumping everything except one medium laser. Really? 74.3, perfect, okay. Can I throw another weapon on this thing? Oh, I can. Let's throw another medium laser on there. And another medium laser there. Save. Basically now what we're going to do is we're going to run around and just fucking shoot shit. Come on. And we're going to look at the new map. So basically the new map, Polar Highlands. It's basically, it kind of reminds me of World War II France. Very kind of trenchy. Not much cover, so LRM boats are going to have a fucking field day with this map. Testing grounds, Polar Highlands. So if you're running an LRM boat, this is the map you're going to want. You can take a sip of my soda. But catch 22 is it's going to be easy to break eyesight or our sight lines. So for example, running as a Jenner here, I can run into one of these little crevices here, and we're laughing. They can't see us. So one of the things you are going to have to worry about is that light sneak attack. Because you can stay in one of these little spots here, and no one's going to fucking see you. I mean, I guarantee I can get up to the base up there without really having to stick my nose out. So what will happen on this map specifically? Yeah, I can kind of sneak in this way, still keeping cover there, and boom. Well, admit, it's a very nice map. Oh, I'm still going to break my legs here. Oh, I didn't. Good. So this obviously is the new map. One of the few things I like, as I said, is the lack of basically anything. If we just kind of jump up a little bit, I can't. Oh, I'm gonna so break my legs here. So basically, massive lack of cover on this map. Which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing if you're an LRM boat or you're a sniper. It's a bad thing, obviously, if you are, for example, a light like me right now. If someone were to spot me, I would be utterly fucked. Because those missiles would rain down I'd say pretty fucking fast. So I have to tell you this. If you have a LRM boat, congratulations. You have a new map you're going to want. If you are not an LRM boat and you are more of a medium range build, you might have a bit of problem with this map. As you can see, it's lots of like little. So a bunch of little. Basically, they're trenches is what they are. It's kind of like a no man's land right in here. But other than that, it's lots of little trenches all around, lots of rocks. A little bit of facility over here. A little bit of facility over here and here. Actually, I should go to those right now. I can't get out of the map. Am I going towards the first one? Yeah, I am. So, one of the good things about this map, as I have to admit, is its sheer crazy-ass size. It is big as a motherfucker. Pretty much everything you see right now is playable. Pretty much you go all the way to the edge of that, and that's it. It's one of those maps where, I have to admit, everything in here is like, you're in like almost like a caldera, basically. And I have to admit, I am extremely impressed with this. Now, one of the things that's probably going to happen is there's going to be lots of like World War II-esque, over the over the top charges. So like everyone will line up and they'll be like, okay, everyone over the top now, and everyone will come over, shooting pew 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 pew, and then everyone's coming down the other side. So it's going to be lots of pushing, Group A or Lance A out of its basically its trench. So for example, right, one team is along this ridge and the other one's right along here in this trench. People will be fighting down this way, but then sooner or later someone's going to try and push down this way or even go up and over the top. It's definitely going to be trench warfare in this game. But in this case, LRM support on this map is going to be big E. LRM support and ECM support. Two big things on this map for sure. So with that in mind, I like this new map. I haven't been in any matches yet. My first match I'm going to run, I guarantee you, an LRM boat, just to see how it feels, and then I'm also going to run a sniper build. I'm going to record both of them and show you how I do. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next time on the battlefield. Bye bye.